Good morning. I'm going to talk about white blood cells. White blood cells, or leukocytes, are cells of the immune system involved in defending the body against both infectious disease and foreign materials. 5 different and diverse types of leukocytes exist, and several types are phagocytic. Leukocytes are produced and derived from multipotent cells in the bone marrow known as hematopoietic stem cell.
So, white cells are like policemen of your body. They fight with dirty germs to save us from diseases. You were right. I also want to be a policeman like the white cells. I would catch thieves so they don't do any harm to people. I would call you a WBC policeman. Red blood cells, RBCs, carry oxygen. White blood cells fight germs.
Then we have the etymology. The name white blood cells derives from the physical appearance of a blood sample after centrifugation. White cells are found in the buffy coat, a thin, typically white layer of nucleated cells between the sedimented red blood cells and the blood plasma. The types we have granulocytes and agranulocytes.
White blood cells are an important part of our body's immune system. Neutrophils are a special group of white blood cells that play an extremely important role in protecting the body against infections. Mature neutrophils do not divide. New neutrophils are constantly formed in the bone marrow where they develop and mature. Mature neutrophils are released into the blood where they circulate for 3 to 12 hours and then move to other tissues where they survive only 2 to 3 days. These mature neutrophils can be found in large and small blood vessels, as well as in the tiny capillaries in different tissues.
The fixed leukocytes. Some leukocytes migrate into the tissues of the body to take up a permanent residence at the location rather than remaining in the blood. Often these cells have specific names depending upon which tissue they settle in, such as fixed macrophages in the liver, which become known as Kupffer cells. These cells still serve a role in the immune system.
The white blood cells are an important part of our body's immune system. Granulocytes are a special group of white blood cells that play an extremely important role in protecting the body against infections. Neutrophils are a special class of granulocytes that are able to chase, engulf, and digest the bacteria that can cause infections. Neutrophil development in the bone marrow takes approximately 10 days. Mature neutrophils are released into the blood where they survive for only 3 to 6 hours. Because mature neutrophils are so short-lived, the bone marrow constantly produces large numbers of neutrophils to meet the body's needs. Our body makes natural proteins that can signal the stem cell to start making cells that will eventually develop as neutrophils. One of the important proteins in this process is called granulocyte colony stimulating factor, or GCSF.
Then we have the disorders. There are 2 major categories of white cell disorders, proliferative and leukopenias. In the proliferative disorder, there is an increase in the number of white blood cells. In leukopenias, there is a decrease in the number of white blood cells. Both proliferative disease and leukopenias are quantitative. Thank you.